Hello and welcome back to the VFL Awards. We've had everyone sat here for a full week waiting for this. They're getting lazy. They're getting a bit angry.
Catering has cost us so much.
Extortionate costs. Extortionate. And we've had to top up our beer.
George Russell still hasn't arrived.
Well, if he has, I haven't seen him. Should we get on with it?
Let's get on with it. So we have a few more awards to... thanks to everybody for watching the first video last week for the first half of the awards. If you haven't seen it yet, go back, check it out. Also, give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe. Thank you so much again. As we've said in the last couple of weeks, for sticking with us through 2025. It's genuinely been a blast, and this has actually been so much fun filming this. So thank you, and thank you for watching this one too. Let's get on with it. I'm going to start the second half with a contentious one. Me and Phil have argued about this all season, and we have continued to argue about it for this. So, Phil?
I was right, of course. Yes, of course. Rookie of the season. Now, there have been some standouts. You know, Hajar took everyone by surprise, let's not forget. And he
is a very bad start in Australia.
A very bad start in Australia. And he is, of course, one of the nominations. Kimi Antonelli came good in the end, didn't he? And wow, what a performance by the end of the season. The way he moved over and moving on. Well done, Kimi Antonelli. Excellent first season, all right? Onwards we go. There's two more nominees now. And they're the two that we've bickered about all year.
If you've watched our videos all season, you know what's coming.
The third nominee is Gabriel Bortoletto. And the fourth is future world champion Ollie Behrman. Well, he is unless he goes to Ferrari. Ollie Behrman.
Now, you can tell we haven't been able to decide a winner on this because we haven't been able to agree with each other for 12 months on this, if not longer.
What we did was took Dave's and Phil's suggestions and binned them immediately.
Yeah, because there was only going to be two winners of this award.
Yeah.
The minute we agreed that Rookie of the Year was going to be award, we knew that there was going to be two winners, and we haven't been able to settle it. We won't be able to settle it. And I think if one of them wins the World Championship in years to come, we still won't settle it.
We'll still be arguing that it was unfair or the FIA are crooked.
Yeah.
And
because the irony is that we'll die before they do, so we still will never know who wins this. But you're joint winners of the VFL Rookie of the Year award because we can't split them. It's not Gabriel Bortoletto and Ollie Behrman. Now, one thing I will say is this is the old football cliche. It's a tale of two halves.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we'd have had this at the halfway point of the season, you wouldn't have had a prayer of Ollie Behrman as an argument here. Not necessarily not a prayer, but
fair.
But again, if we'd have done this just based on the second half of the season, I also wouldn't have been able to say Bortoletto. So
Behrman got come good, didn't he? And Bortoletto started off like a man possessed kind of thing. It was phenomenal, especially when the Sauber wasn't particularly brilliant.
Yeah. So we were never gonna split. Let us know in the comments if you think it's either Behrman or Bortoletto, or if you think it's obviously someone completely different. I will say though, fair play to both Hajar and Antonelli. Antonelli was another one similar to Behrman. Didn't start off great. I was one of many who questioned him in that Mercedes, but to be fair, he came good.
If all four of them kind of deserve it, but they're not going to get it. There's two. Right?
So congratulations to Ollie Behrman and Gabriel Bortoletto. You share the award. You'll probably both win it next year, even though there won't be rookies. But we just.
Is there any next year?
What, rookies?
Lindblad.
Well, that's going to be an obvious winner, isn't it?
There you go. I can predict
the 2026 VFL Awards.
Well, we can skip that one for next year. Then he's just won that. There you go.
Next up
is the
moment. The WTF moment of the year. This was quite fun to try and pick, actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
So here are the four nominees. McLaren deciding not to box either car under the safety car in Qatar, despite the fact that the pit stops were mandatory on a certain time scale.
And the maths worked out perfectly to do it.
That was perfectly put in their hands for them to at least pit one. They didn't do either.
They had the flexibility, of course, to watch Verstappen drive past both of them and disappear into the distance.
They did it flexibly.
Like the plank in Vegas, of course.
Alpine replacing Doohan after half a minute. We've already covered that, obviously, in the first half, as Flavio Briatore is our villain. The McLaren double DQ in Vegas.
It made a crap race exciting.
Which made me hate Vegas even more. And this isn't a particular race because it happened far too often. Lewis Hamilton out in Q1. which became less and less WTF as the season went on. And I don't mean that to sound harsh against Hamilton, but it became less and less of a WTF.
It was more what the Ferrari, wasn't it, at that point?
Ooh,
rather than,
this should be the what the
Ferrari moment.
Yeah. Do you want to do the winner?
Yes. The winner, of course, purely because it made a very dull race kind of interesting, was McLaren's double DQ during the Vegas Grand Prix.
So the irony that we've already given them Team of the Year in episode 1. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it now for us. But yeah, the irony is that they also get the what the Ferrari moment of the season too.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that what the Ferrari. I'm going to stick with that.
Thank you.
Moving on.
Sorry, Fred.
For some more what the Ferrari moments, me and Phil have spent this season giving our predictions in some cases, but giving our takes on things, and people may like them, people may not like them. That is the idea of us having a YouTube channel. If you don't like them, feel free to please comment in the comments and we will have a discussion about it. We will maybe bring it up in the next episode. Your opinions are as valuable as ours. However,
we will prove you wrong.
There have been... Why?
Sorry.
I'm trying to appease to our fans. The next thing is that the next award is the worst shout of the season by either me or Phil. And there have been some howlers. The irony, though, is I'm just looking at these. The majority are by you.
I've noticed that. I'm looking and yeah.
Does that mean I'm better at calling?
It's funny, though, because I have called a lot right, and you're the one with the mustache.
Well, that, ironically, is what... Let's go through the nominees, because the reason for that is one of the nominees. Nomination 1. And I'll read this as it was delivered to me. Ant picking Tsunoda versus Max in Ant versus Phil in the Brazil episode for the Vegas Grand Prix. That selection is the reason I now have a mustache. That selection, as our dear viewers may also remember, was absolutely nothing to do with me.
Yes, Phil.
You may have seen the high five to my left. Phil has just come from behind the camera, where he should remain now for the rest of the episode, and high five Phil. So that is not an Ant shout. As you all know, our faithful Ant fans, I will get him back next year.
Oh, one of them.
Yeah, all one of you.
Hi, Amanda.
Yeah, hi, Amanda. That's nominee 1. Nominee 2 is Ollie Behrman will be World Drivers Champion before Bortoletto. That might have been mine.
I stand by it.
No, nomination 3 is George Russell is invisible. That's Phil's shout.
Who?
Cleverly done.
Thank you.
And the fourth nomination and winner, I must say, is Phil whenever he bigged up Ferrari. And that's the worst shout of the season, because you don't even have to go back through a lot of our videos. Just go back to Abu Dhabi. We were talking about celebrating Lando Norris, the new Formula One world champion, and Phil continues to talk about how well Ferrari did. So yeah, so the worst shout of the season by either of us is Phil for constantly trying, and I get it. It was, I will say that is you trying to put a positive spin. You are trying to polish the proverbial turd there, aren't you?
Oh, mate, I put sprinkles on it and all sorts, and it still didn't look any better.
So the worst shout of the season is 100% Phil, just for being a Ferrari fan. But I'll give you points for commitment there, though.
Oh, always a dedicated fan.
That is dedication. Next one.
Next one, of course, is disappointment of the year. There's been a lot, especially if you wear red most of the time.
Yuki Tsunoda for giving me a tash.
Yes. But it's a beautiful mustache.
I'm actually, do you know what? Again,
beautiful.
By the way, if anybody thinks this hasn't grown any at all in a week, I've just realised that we're filming this directly afterwards, so this is not an extra week's growth. I am an adult.
You've just ruined the element of
giving away the secret
for a week.
Oh no!
We're in the same clothes. Disappointments of the year. So one of the nominees from someone who isn't far away from me whatsoever, and I do find a little bit harsh, is Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari. Now I get that the hype was massive and everything, and it failed to deliver. But that leads us on to the next nomination in this, and that's Ferrari in general failed to deliver. And I don't think Hamilton stood a chance of getting into a new car and it being like that. That's why I think it's harsh. But we'll accept it's a nomination, and people will agree.
I'll caveat that with, and I'm not trying to bash Lewis Hamilton. All I'll caveat that with is you're talking about a 7-time world champion. You know, we're not talking about someone who doesn't know how to drive Formula One cars. You know, we're not talking about a rookie who's been put in a bad car. Max Verstappen's been in a bad Red Bull for the first half of the season and still won races. Anyway, we'll go off it, but I stand by my nomination. But Phil's nomination sort of encompasses Hamilton too, I guess.
Yeah. Aston Martin for delivering us the prettiest British racing green wheelie bin we've ever witnessed. Adrian needs to pull his finger out next year. And bizarrely, Kimi Antonelli has been put forward as a nomination. Now, he started off quite badly. He came good. I think it's mildly harsh.
I would agree with Kimi Antonelli up until about the halfway point. Because I've said this on previous episodes, I would agree that Kimi Antonelli up until about the halfway point of the season was quite disappointing. I know he's only like 9 years old and stuff, and some of the races were after his bedtime. I get all that. But I still think we should have had a position where Antonelli was doing more at the start of the season. Fair play to him, and I do think we should remove that as that's not one, because I don't think it's fair. Over the course of the season, he wasn't disappointed, but I do agree with that for the first half.
But the winner, of course, of Disappointment of the Year at the VFL Awards of 2025 is the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Well, Ferrari, not the Ferrari. They delivered it. It is the entire team.
It was bad.
Al's going to be back at his toy barn if he carries on. That's all I can say.
If Ferrari actually cared about our little show, I wonder how many awards there'd be. I wonder if we get sued.
Yeah.
We haven't got anything.
Yeah. You can have half of what we earned.
Yeah, from these videos. It cost us a lot. You can have half of me debt.
Yeah.
Next up.
Oh, exciting one.
You want to do this one.
Whoa. Now, there are times in Formula One, of course, where certain drivers find that uncanny ability to find any wall, any gravel trap, any other car. We are witnessing one of the true greats at the moment, Sir Lance of Stroll.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore...
I was going to say, because of Lance's inept ability to find things that don't move when he does, and cause himself to stop moving by hitting the things that don't move, we have decided to have an award in your honour, Mr. Stroll. So thank you so much for providing all the entertainment that you do by driving into moving things. And for you, this is the Lance Stroll Award for the best crash of the season.
Now, this award is very special to us, of course. As with Lance Stroll, this is sponsored by Lawrence Stroll. And it's the only reason it could be here this evening. The nominees are...
Hi, Lawrence!
The nominees are Norris running up the back of Piastri when the track wasn't quite wide enough in Canada.
Yeah, he just missed the other side of
that massive gaping gap. Lance Stroll himself in Zandvoort, firstly for binning it into one wall in FP2 and finding that exact same wall in Quali 1. That is tasty stuff.
We have Lance Stroll into Esteban Ocon at the sprint in Texas. I mean, Lance, you already have the award named after you. Just you don't have to just go to all lengths to win it. And the last nominee is Max Verstappen into George Russell at Austria, which is, for me, heightened just by the simple fact that he has a massive paddy before doing so. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first ever Lance Stroll award for the crash of the year, here is your winner.
Max, can you let Russell through, please? Let Russell through.
Look, I was ahead, people.
I advise us to let him through.
Wait, I was ahead, he's just walked me off the road.
But that's the rules.
Oh, contact! Max Verstappen!
Simply lovely. Lovely. Next award?
Next award. Now, this is one that holds a very special place in our hearts. We wanted to create this podcast to have a bit of a laugh. It started off very serious, but we found a sweet point now, haven't we? So this is the VFL Moment of the Year. Now this is from anyone. Yeah, anyone who's joined us, anyone who's been there, anyone who's said anything on this channel, really. But there are some great nominations here. Some really funny moments that we forget we do most of the time.
Yeah, this is, and I will just stress this, I'll caveat this before we move on to the last few awards. Other than the last one, these next group of awards are simply about the show and what we've enjoyed most about the show and stuff like that. So we will, I'm going to say it again because we've said it a couple of times. Thank you so much to everybody who supported us. I think last time I checked, we were just about to hit the 8,000 views mark. So thank you very much. 58 subscribers, which it doesn't sound like a lot. Some people might be out there with watching videos with 1.2 million subscribers, but they all have to start somewhere. Thank you so much to everybody who's watched, who's liked, who's commented, who's subscribed, who's Watched the first 5 minutes and thought, that looks rubbish, I'm turning that off. Whatever you've done with our videos this year, thank you so much. And please keep sharing, keep liking, keep commenting, keep with us, because we're going to keep doing it whether you want to watch or not.
As the founder, do you want to do the nominations?
I will, thank you. So the VFL moment of the year, here are the nominations. You have... I'll read my nomination out to the last, actually.
Okay.
Because I do like that one. Me wanting Max inside me. I can't remember what video that was.
That was a very confusing time where he got his words confused and pretty much spoke about Max being inside him.
Who said I got my words confused?
Simply lovely.
Simply lovely again. More red flags than a P. Diddy pool party. Phil Brown from the Azerbaijan video, which was good. My response to Cadillac.
All year, really.
All year.
But there was a certain moment where we hit that sweet spot of...
And here, just a reminder, here is that moment of me with the Cadillac.
On this very, very special, me-only version of View from Luffield, we'll talk a bit of Cadillac, shall we? Anyway, Ant's not here. Keep it between me and you. Let's get going with the opening scene, shall we?
Meanwhile...
Someone talking about Cadillac? Oh, no. And the last nomination is, and it's going to be a bit heartfelt, this. Everybody, we need some like nice crying music, some sad music. My nomination is simply the fact that we started it. We've kept it going for 8 months so far. We started it on the 14th of April, 2025 for Bahrain. And if you look at the production value of that video, it was truly terrible. Truly, truly terrible. It was me sat on the sofa. You could see my toe.
There's a lot of comments about that toe.
Yeah, there was. That was probably the most commented thing on our channel. Was my toe, and the perceived lack of toenail. I remember as well. But there is a toenail. There was a toenail. Anyway, and I'm just proud of us. To be fair, I'm proud of us. I think it has been a little bit more difficult than we thought it was going to be getting us all together, because it just is. It's hard. Phil's not here all the time. I'm not here all the time. We have obviously all the commitments, work, stuff like that. So I'm proud of us for starting it. I'm proud of us for carrying it on. And also, whilst we're on this moment, I'm going to take this opportunity. Thank you to Dave over at Whatnot for the collaborations, for helping us out, for getting some followers from his Whatnot side over to us. Thank you so much, Dave. And thank you to all the guys who've jumped ship. Oh, not jumped ship. You've stayed on that ship too, but you know what I mean. For joining us. So thank you. Thank you to Max, my good mate, Max Thomas. Thank you for all of your music, including the lovely Oscars themed music you've got for this award ceremony. So thank you, Max. He's done us a festive one as well for the Christmas episode as well, so keep your eyes out for that. Thank you, Max, for all your support with that. Thank you to Phil for all the artwork and stuff, for everything you do for us. He is behind the screen at the moment, so thank you, Phil, for constantly putting up with. I appreciate I can sometimes be a little bit of a taskmaster, so I thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for doing all the artwork. Thank you for helping with the editing. Thank you for everything that you do. And thank you to Phil as well for joining me on this crazy crusade. Thank you for making the time to film the episodes. Thank you for just, appreciate your weekends are difficult and action-packed. You've got kids and stuff, so thank you. But that is the other nomination.
Promise myself I wouldn't cry.
The winner, however, because this is not an emotional award ceremony, we are here to have fun. So the winner is this bad boy.
Qualifying.
Can we?
Firstly, record for the most red flags in a qualifying session. I think prior to that was Imola, I think they said, with 5.
More red flags than a P. Diddy pool party.
For life.
Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. We ain't. That's enough of that, otherwise we'll get done for copyright.
Cut it, we don't have enough money to give him anyway. He needs all the help with his court case.
The irony is he doesn't like to give money out anyway if anybody's watched the Netflix documentary. Okay, so that's the VFL Moment of the Year award for Phil's, and I don't even know, where did you get that from? Is it literally just come out your head?
Yeah, I just said it.
That was in relation to, obviously, to the fact that there was incredible amounts of red flags on P. Diddy. Bahrain. No, Azerbaijan. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused. There's too many Diddies, Doddies, and whatever.
Doo-doos.
Right, so next up, now we are going to give ourselves a little pat on the back here, because these next 3 awards are related specifically to ourselves. So we're going to start with the negatives, just purely because we want to end this on a high. So our next award is for the least popular video that we did this year.
And we understand. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, no, we agree.
We completely agree. The race was appalling.
We hated filming this and editing it and posting it.
We love talking to all of you.
I was embarrassed to do so. And if it wasn't for you lovely, lovely people out there, we wouldn't have done one. But the least popular video we did this season was the Miami Sprint review. I don't take that personally, dear viewers. I wouldn't want to watch someone talking about that either. But 29 of you did, for some reason. So that is our least popular video.
We'd like to thank Mum, Amanda,
Laura,
Dad,
Phil, Dave,
yeah.
Dad.
We could name them, I reckon.
Cousins we don't know about who clearly watched it.
Cousins we don't know. Next, should we go with the most popular video? Following on from least popular?
Let's get this back on a positive track.
The most popular video of the year was Advantage Norris, which was a Hungarian GP review. We got a massive 555 views on that, and that is awesome. That's
mega.
Yeah. We can't thank people enough for watching it. Again, the same people: Amanda, Mum, Laura.
But just thank you for watching it 30 times each.
Yeah, you really put the effort in there. And of course, a very special thing, and something I wasn't a part of. I'm gonna pick this one up because I wasn't a part of it. I went to France in May on holiday with my beloved family.
For going on holiday?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I went to France with my beloved family. And I left. I think I was the first one to kind of miss out on a podcast one. And it was a weird one. We didn't know how I was going to go, and Phil in and Ant just nailed it with this. So the intro of the year goes to Monaco. Because I have never laughed so much as being sat in a caravan in France, watching the video once it went live and seeing you two asleep and curled up. I just thought it was brilliant. Honestly, I've never laughed so much.
Here it is. And that brings us on to the last award. So thank you so much for sticking with us through this episode and through part 1 that was released last week. If you haven't watched it, go back, watch it, drop us a like, drop us a comment, drop us a subscribe, stick with us. There'll be loads more in the new year, which we'll go through in a minute. But this brings us to our very last award of this extravagant ceremony that we've had over the last 2 weeks / 2 hours, is the best driver.
Yes.
And Phil, would you like to take us through the nominees?
I will. Now, of course, the votes were made by 2 imbeciles sat in front of a camera here. And the nominations were made by 4 imbeciles. 2 imbeciles who are sidekicks and actually justify and enable this kind of behaviour. So it's on them, really.
Yeah.
But the 4 nominations for VFL's Driver of the Year 2025 are Oscar Piastri.
I know we said we weren't.
We didn't, but we'll give these ones. Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, and the smooth operator himself, Carlos Sainz. That wasn't no. Moving on, and the winner. It was a weird one, actually. No, I'm gonna pick up on this because we argued on this one.
We did.
We disagreed with this because, of course, you believe that the winner is going to be the person who accumulates the most points. Because your teammate pulls over in Monza. And I'm only messing.
Don't start that.
I'm only winding. Sorry, I'm in a room with 2 McLaren fans. I had to do
it. I suppose this was difficult because, in theory, what's the point in having a drivers' championship if the winner of it isn't then considered the best driver? And I do think that Lando is the best driver, and that was the argument that we had when we were deciding this one. Is of course Lando Norris is the best driver. He is the champion. He is the world champion. And then Phil made an argument, which was
the most wins of the season, of course, was Max Verstappen,
and he should therefore be the best driver because he won more races than anybody else. So we did have a real difficulty. That's not to discount the other 2. I actually think Oscar Piastri was absolutely outstanding this season.
Yes.
If not for a couple of little errors that we spoke about at length, Oscar Piastri would be deserving world champion, and he will be. Mark my words, Oscar Piastri will win a world championship. The other one, of course, Carlos Sainz.
Well, he pretty much turned around to Ferrari and gave him the massive rods, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's proved his worth 10 times over this year with the way he's delivered.
Tough start because he struggled
Very
with
tough,
it at
very
the start, didn't he? But no, to be fair, Carlos has been absolutely magnificent. So 4 very, very, very strong contenders.
We could have given all 4 of them an award, but we wanted to commit. We wanted to put our massive mouths where our lack of money is.
And we've gone for...
Are you doing it? Am I doing it? You do it. I'll let you do it. You're the founder. You're the gaffer behind VFL. Go on.
We've gone for Max. Max Verstappen is our VFL driver of the year. And there is a reason. Lando Norris has had a rocket ship all season, as too has Oscar Piastri. So we kind of discounted them because they should be in a title race. That's not taking away any of their accolades, any of their awards for this season, but they should be in a title race. Carlos Sainz hasn't been in a title race and surely hasn't done enough to be the best driver. He's done enough to be nominated, but I don't think he's done enough to win.
No, absolutely.
Max Verstappen, when you consider everything that Max has had to deal with this season, all the controversy that continued to swell around the thing with Jos and Christian and the female employee, the cornflakes, the pajamas, all that stuff floating in there. He's had a terrible, terrible car. He's had a teammate that can't support anything. And still, he has missed out on the World Championship by 2 points. The man is he's a generational talent, is Max Verstappen.
He is.
And he has got 4. He will probably get more. And the only thing that will stop him, I'm going to make this now, the only thing that will stop him from beating Hamilton and Schumacher is when he decides to give up.
Yeah, because we know he likes other types of racing.
And that's going to be the only thing that stops him from being the best driver statistically, I think, with world titles. So Max Verstappen, you are our driver of the season. Congratulations, Lando. You won the World Championship. I'm sure you'd rather take that than this poxy little award that we're going to send in the post to Netherlands and won't make it because it's made of card.
And so, before Anthony vanishes onto Flavio Briatore's private yacht and we lose him forever, and I have to go and settle my court case with P. Diddy, apparently I've got something to answer for, and with someone, will you go and find George Russell? I'm a bit worried where he's gone to. We thought we'd just want to kind of wrap up a little bit, don't we? And just say... is the 2026. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know what the rules are going to be. Alpha's Project X, Project Y, Project What's the Point? There is a very secret and brilliant, I have to say that, I filmed it, Christmas special that comes out at the same time as The King at 3:00 on Christmas Day.
Yes. So keep your eyes peeled on YouTube on Christmas Day, 3 p.m. Phil's very, very special Christmas message will be with you on then. And obviously keep an eye out for what we've got coming in 2026. We've got Phil Explains will come. And we're going to do some more some more videos just of one of us just talking about something. So there'll be more content coming with you in 2026. We'll, of course, be here to review the Australian Grand Prix when we get going again in 2026. And
not live.
Every race from there, we will not be live for Australia. I can tell you right now. And we will also have some more stuff coming your way. Go check out Whatnot. Go to DT Collects on there for your F1 trading card needs. Keep that support going for Dave. Keep the support coming for us. Drop us a like, drop us a comment, drop us a subscribe if you like these 2 videos. And from us, thank you to everybody for joining us on this weird ride through 2025. We hope you've enjoyed the 2 award ceremonies. They've been fun to film. Thank you again to Max, to Phil, to Dave, to everybody who's shown us some support in one way or another. We really, really do appreciate it. Thank you to all you guys for filming, for joining us, for watching us, for laughing with us, for arguing with us, for disagreeing with us. Keep it coming. We want more of it in 2026. And from us, so the last thing to say is have a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. We will see you in 2026. There will be more stuff coming, but from us, everybody.